So this is going to be our video about the Holocaust, and we're going to have a few symbols to show you regarding the significance of the Holocaust. So please pay attention and enjoy. Okay, so first John will be a Jewish person during the Holocaust. So,
Alright, I'm representing a Jew, and I have the Star of David on it, which every Jew during the Holocaust had. It's Star of David is a 6-pointed star made up of two triangles, and pretty much like next to each other. It means the shield of David in Hebrew, and it doesn't really have any religious significance in Judaism, but it's one of the symbols most commonly associated with the Jewish people. And the Nazis made all the Jews wear it during the Holocaust.
just to know that they were a Jewish person, so when people would go into concentration camps, they would have to wear it, and so that they could all be identified. And now John will be representing a Nazi. Okay, and the Nazis were under their leader of Adolf Hitler, and they would wear something called a swastika, which is an equilateral cross with its arms bent at right angles. And normally they would always wear brown shirts, and they would have a swastika on the side so that the Jewish people would be able to recognize them as the Nazis. And the Nazis basically thought that they were greater than everybody else and that everybody was superior to the Jewish people. And a little bit about the leader. This one right here. His name is Adolf Hitler, and that's a swastika right in front of him. And Adolf Hitler was the National Socialist. He was part of the National Socialist German Workers' Party. He was the Chancellor of Germany from 1933 to 1945, and dictator of Nazi Germany from 1934 to 1945. And basically his plan was to eliminate all the undesirables, such as the mentally ill and the Jewish people, which he thought everybody else was greater than them. And so now we are going to show you where a Jewish person would basically hide if a German Nazi would come into their house. So John is going to represent that for you. So, and then
Many Jews during the Holocaust, they would hide in places just like this throughout all of Europe and most of Germany. And they would hide just to escape capture from the Nazis, which would try to capture them and take them into prison camps and eventually murder them.
okay. And as you can see, when John was under there, it was probably very uncomfortable and limited space for breathing, and there was very food shortages because the Jewish people would try to take as many people in as they can, such as family members or friends, so that they wouldn't have to be taken off the concentration camps.
And it wasn't just a couple minutes they were under there, it was days, months, weeks, years, even, for some people.
Yeah. And some German friends that had Jewish people were actually brave enough to take in their Jewish friends, such as the story of Anne Frank. Anne Frank went and lived with some of her parents' German friends for a couple of years, and she had to live in an attic with basically no food and no water, and it was a very tight space. So now we have a picture of Auschwitz, one of the worst German concentration camps in all of Germany. Basically, the concentration camps were meant to torture the Jews as if they had done something wrong. And what they would do was they would all die from starvation or shooting, and they would build huge graves and just go and shoot the Jews and have them fall into all the all the graves. So basically, it was like a network of extermination. And if you go to Germany now, you can actually visit what is left of a lot of the concentration camps.
Many people died from also being gassed. They say over 2.5 million died just from being gassed. and 500,000 died of just disease and starvation. And that figure it's not totally sure. There's millions of people that died during the Holocaust.
Hmm. And some people in America and other countries still refuse to believe that the Holocaust actually happened. They think that it was just made up. So we hope that you enjoyed this video. We hope you got a lot out of it. And thank you so much for listening. Bye, guys.